has been called one of the most diverse and spectacular states in the country. Perfect weather year-round, endless recreation, and unparalleled scenery. This little-known southwestern paradise is where nature reigns supreme. And no matter where you find yourself in this part of New Mexico, it is indeed a land of enchantment. For centuries, ancient peoples and more recent homesteaders have called this part of central western New Mexico home. And now you can too. Southwest Properties and their local brokerage firm, Hitching Post Land Company, is leading New Mexico's booming land business. For nearly 50 years, the Wolfswinkel family has been one of the most successful and prolific land developers in the southwestern United States, master planning thousands of acres in Arizona, New Mexico, and Colorado. David and his sisters Penny and Kathy are the driving force behind Southwest Properties, the company that their father and uncle started in 1958.
It started at a very young age. When we were just children, we began coming into the office and learning how to file, learning how to answer the telephone.
I started out as a young boy running errands, picking up trash, cleaning offices, doing things, whatever it took to make Dad happy in the family business.
Well, we did all grow up in a business, and we've all learned to love the business and our customers. We've all worked together for almost 30 years.
The Wolfswinkel legacy is perhaps best reflected in their newest properties, Spring Canyon Ranch, Ponderosa Views, and Veracruz Mountain Ranch. Spring Canyon Ranch and Ponderosa Views are both located about 150 miles southwest of Albuquerque near the Arizona-New Mexico border in Catron County. Unique to this land opportunity is its proximity to the Gila Wilderness, the oldest wilderness area in the U.S., with more than 500,000 acres of rugged mountain nature just out your back door. Catron County is one of the largest and least populated counties in the United States, with more than 7,000 elk for every person who lives here.
There is really nothing more incredible than the wide open spaces in this country that has been unchanged for the last thousands of years.
Spring Canyon Ranch is located 1.5 miles off Highway 60, just 15 minutes west of the rustic town of Quemado, New Mexico, population 243. Spring Canyon is an 840-acre jewel of a ranch in the heart of New Mexico's high country, buffeted by pristine government lands. Parcels range in size from 3 to 8 acres. Nestled on a mesa at an average elevation of 7,700 feet, Spring Canyon Ranch parcels start with prices as low as $39,995. All parcels include maintained gravel roads, a central water system, and underground lines for electricity, telephone, and high-speed internet.
We built a new community center for the benefit of the landowners that will eventually house a volunteer fire department, which will help everybody's fire insurance rates be lower. It's also a place where people can gather for social events, barbecues, potlucks, landowner meetings, and things like that.
There are original homesteads from the 1800s, early 1900s, that you can see the real pioneers that came into this property.
The 640 acres up on the mesa was homesteaded by my brother, Don L. Buford, in the 1920s, and he lived on it until his death in 1968. His age was listed at 77, but I believe he was near 79. In later years, Mr. Doris W. Simpson built my brother a nice small house, modernized, but Don preferred his hole in the ground up on the mesa, alone. M. Buford, 1978.
Today, the area around Spring Canyon is virtually untouched. The 800-acre Quemado Lake Recreation Area includes a man-made trout lake, campgrounds, and dozens of scenic hiking trails. Quemado Lake is surrounded on all sides by pinyon juniper woodlands and pine forests. The lake is stocked with rainbow trout in the fall, winter, and spring, but offers electric motor-only fishing and recreation year-round. If the Spring Canyon Ranch parcels are too small for the rancher in you, Southwest Properties offers a stunning alternative at Ponderosa Views. Owners at this 30,000-acre property can purchase breathtaking 10 to 20-acre parcels starting from $27.95 per acre.
Ponderosa Views Ranch has the most incredible views of the Sawtooth Mountains in the area. We're just to the north of them, and you look south, there's spectacular views. You also see the Continental Divide, which is very near the property. You can see that running north and south. Ponderosa Ranch features 10 to 20-acre parcels that have electric and gravel roads to the property. We also have a community well there that services people for camping and short-term water needs.
Ponderosa Views is easily accessed via well-maintained county roads, and it too borders government-preserved land. Ponderosa embraces the idyllic lifestyle and feel of small-town America of a century ago, rich in history and Americana. The Barker Cabin, built by John J. Leyhew nearly 90 years ago, still stands as a tribute to the lives of the settlers in the area during the early part of the 20th century. Pictographs, petroglyphs, and ancient Indian pottery can be found on the ranch for miles around, a silent testament to the native peoples who once lived here.
The Great War was over and I'd done my duty, so I packed my wagon and that old truck of mine and headed out from Abilene, Texas to the wilderness of New Mexico, just west of Pie Town. The government promised free property to anyone willing to homestead and work the land. It was there that I settled down to raise my family. John Leyhew, 1921.
Veracruz Mountain Ranch is one of New Mexico's most alluring second home destinations. Just 22 miles north of the charming mountain resort town of Ruidoso, Veracruz Mountain Ranch's large acreage parcels average 6,000 feet in elevation. Each 140-acre ranch parcel at Veracruz is a masterpiece at an affordable price. With acres starting at $9.95, this part of the historic Obarro Ranch is the ideal place to raise a family, retire, or buy and hold as an investment.
Our Ruidoso Ranch project, consisting of 140-acre parcels, is located near the charming town of Ruidoso, New Mexico, which is a very up-and-coming area and ripe for future development.
One of the unique aspects of Veracruz Mountain Ranch is that you can subdivide the property into a total of 3 parcels.
Bordering the Lincoln National Forest, with remarkable views of the Sierra Blanca Peak, Veracruz Mountain Ranch is awash with rolling green hills, lush with pinyon pine and juniper trees and sprawling vistas. Each expansive ranch parcel is close to skiing, hunting, fishing, and the famous Ruidoso Downs racetrack, Inn of the Mountain Gods Resort, and the Spencer Performing Arts Theater.
Land is more than just an investment. It's a piece of history that you're buying. You're becoming a part of the future of this property. If you want to go hiking, if you want to go fishing, if you want to go snow skiing, you can go into the White Mountains to snow ski. There's something for everybody. There's every size parcel available in any kind of activity that excites you.
Spring Canyon Ranch, Ponderosa Views, and Veracruz Mountain Ranch have it all. But act now. This offer won't last long. To reserve your piece of the land of enchantment in the American Southwest, please call 888-812-5830 today. Financing available. Don't wait. Call 888-812-5830 today.